And with that, welcome back. Right, still loading in. It's taking a long time now. Don't know what's happening. Thank you much. Yeah, so I tried to have a look, but there is no real routing or anything like that, so there's not going to be much of a departure route. So we're just simply going to depart. Then we've got Hotel Romeo 506, Corvo, and then yeah, we'll hopefully find a procedure. Estimate time and route. 40 something minutes, 48 minutes it says. Now why doesn't it give me, why doesn't it load more, for crying out loud? I have a feeling that the loading screen is stuck. Now let me try that again. Well, it will definitely be spicy. I mean, 40 knots wind. An ATR which I've landed once on a 700 meters runway. Well, you bet it's going to be interesting. Yeah, so we're doing this on multiplayer, European West server. If anybody wants to join, go ahead. Ja, I don't know. Hey, Brandl, wie geht's?
Hallo, guten Abend.
Na, alles gut?
Ja, ich kämpfe mich gerade so durch die Maschine durch. Ich habe irgendwie gar keine Ahnung mehr von dem Ding. Ich bin das vor Monaten zuletzt geflogen. Und dann habe ich überhaupt nur zweimal geflogen bisher.
Now, together we think we can maybe manage. So I'm going to use my procedures that I've uploaded today. It's an interesting aircraft, so interesting concept with regards to that it doesn't have an APU. And so they would start engine 2 before boarding to get electric power and also air conditioning into the aircraft if they didn't have external power and external air. So yeah, and then you have the option to, so that's called hotel mode. Hotel mode. So hotel, I would say with air conditioning, I guess, like you know, comfortable hotel. And then the other one is just a normal startup where you start the left engine first, because on the right hand side normally you have the ground electric connection and air conditioning connection from the left, from the right hand side. Sorry, on the right hand side you have the ground electric, and then you would start left first, and then push back and start the right engine. So there's two different procedures for that.
Have you used the prop brake?
Yeah.
Good.
Well, the prop, as far as I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, but the prop brake is only for the engine number 2, because that's where the danger is for the ground workers.
Yeah.
So during the ground preparation, so even if you switch on engine 1 first, you would still activate the prop brake, just to make sure that not accidentally you start engine 2 and the propeller starts rotating and so on. Yeah, so the thing is with the ATR, you really have to stick to the procedures, otherwise you're going to forget some important stuff. My initial feelings with the ATR are as follows. So visually, nice. I have to say they've done a good job on you know, textures. Sounds are okay. Quite like the sounds. Yeah, and then I tried. Of course, I wanted to try out some stuff, right? So I saw a video from a real-world ATR captain where they flew a R&P or RNF approach, and they have a feature just like, you know, final approach mode in the Airbus, where you can allow the aircraft to, or the autopilot to fly laterally and vertically, the final approach. And so I was, you know, trying it out, and I thought, oh great, you know, because I could see the mode being armed for the last final descent, vertical descent, but never activated. So that was kind of a anticlimactic end to the flight, but well, he flew manually. Then took out the autopilot, and then the drama really started. It was like the pitch axis is so sensitive. It's a shame. It's something, I don't know. I guess nobody else cares, but or at least maybe not, the flight simmers in general. But for us, it's the European West server, Fly Money. So I do care, and yeah, it's just it's a shame that it feels like a Cessna 172. And hello, Jeremiah. Thanks for joining. Thank you, Bruno. So, yeah, Bruno is not going to miss that flight, are you? Flight time around about 45 minutes. Yeah, I don't... Well, it's almost finished, but... I mean, I have a lot of add-ons. A lot of add-ons. Now, I'm using the... what's it called? The kind of the app where you can activate, deactivate airports and so on. But and I'm using that, but that has only had the part. I've taken out bush flights, landing challenges, and so on. So I've already taken out a lot of stuff. But that hasn't helped. So hopefully this time it'll load. Last time it got stuck here on the... Well, that's already 3/4 now loaded. So hopefully the rest will go as well. But usually the second time works. Yeah, Jeremiah, hello to you. Wie geht's?
Thanks, fine. A new engine for me.
What are you flying?
I try the ATR.
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, keep your fingers crossed. If you... Brennel, do you remember the Majestics -8, right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, so the autopilot is fairly similar, and I think the FMS also has some similarities. So I don't think it's that complex once it's in the air. It's really the ground procedures which really make it a little bit challenging. Right. Okay, so here's someone else.
But I think there's something wrong in the startup procedure from this thing here. You first activate the starter. You select the starter. Starter A, starter B, or A and B, then you press the starter button and nothing happens. And then you you put the fuel control switch to FTR, I think, and then the engine starts up. But in my opinion, this is wrong. I think you have to press the start button, then the engine should run up to 20% or so, and then you put the control lever to FTR, and then the engine should start correctly.
Yeah, but that's... Are you using the 42 or the 72?
I have the 72, but I think they are similar.
Yeah. But I tried it yesterday, and it actually did do that with the engines. So
really,
yes, it was okay. Yeah, cool. So everything's set. I've gone through the options, etc., etc. So that is all set. I'm going to get myself ground DC power. Payload, we'll have a look in a minute. Load aircraft, and according to the flight plan, I want to have 19.2. 19238. Now so let me show you the flight plan. So I have alternate Horta, because here the weather is all right, and here we can land again. And the weather in what's the name of the airport? Hang on, that's called Corvo. That is currently 280, 30, gust 41, broken 1700. So that's okay, but the wind is quite challenging. So I've given myself a little bit of extra fuel for a second approach, about half an hour, and then I have the fuel for the return as well to Horta. So we want a total of 2020. I'm going to put 2100 in here.
I would guess this 40 knots wind are way over the limits of this aircraft.
Well, if it's let's see, what's a runway course in Horta? Because it's headwind, right? I mean, so let's have a look at LPCR approach. Yeah, 2.9er, so it's pretty much headwind.
Okay.
So we're gonna fly the.
Yeah, then try. Good luck, but I don't try.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't fancy flying back as well. So if I'll do 2 approaches. If I mess up, then I'll change the weather.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's done. Have we loaded the aircraft? Load aircraft. 253 2100. Start loading. There we go. Now we've loaded it. Cool. So I'm going to go quickly through the procedure here. So it's from a checklist I got from flightsim.to. So whether we checked inspection was complete. So you can see beautiful livery here today. Lots of people joining. Fantastic. Then we do the flight deck preparations. So we got park and brake here set. Power lever 1 and 2. That's this thing, ground idle. We have the condition lever 1 and 2 fuel shut off. Those 2 there. And landing gear lever is down. And the windshield wipers are off. Then we put the battery switch here to on. And we can see we have external power available. So that's coming on. Then we'll do the anesthesia test for the lights. Looking good, fantastic. Lighting is fine. Fuel pumps cross-feed test performed. So I guess you would put them on. Make sure they are running. Engine fire 1 and 2 tests. So you have a fire test, so light test, and you have the fire test itself. Same for here. Is that in Lisbon, Bruno? Yeah, we'll see what engine start mode we're going to do. So nav lights on. Those are here. Then hydraulic pumps all on. I think they are on by default here, right? So they should be on. Then we have prop brake on. So this is already where we put the prop brake on and guard it again. Then DC Gen 1 and 2 on. Those are on, but fault light because of the engines aren't running. Seatbelts and no devices are coming on. Those were there. And then we've got emergency exit lights arm. There it is. Oh, Horta. Okay. Some kind of storm. Okay, interesting. Now, we don't... So window heat on already. Windshield heating on. Now we don't have AC wild. So I do want to try the hotel mode, just for practice today. Just make sure I have the procedures correctly written down. That works. Oxygen main supply is up here, on. And then we've got the exhaust mode, overboard norm. And engine 2 fire test has been done already. So that's the first page. Second page, center, pedestal. Trims centered. Oh yeah, they're all centered. Here's the rudder trim. Also centered. Excellent. And weather radar. Sorry, the idle gate pulled. So here's the idle gate. So that's pushed and that's pulled. Pulled is idle gate, override, ground, flight, push. So I guess that's ground then. Okay, that's supposed to be ground. And weather radar is currently off. But we have to put that standby, although it doesn't work here. And then we're going to put this, so check that the power management is on takeoff right now. Good, flight preparation now, ATIS information. So we've got the weather. Hey Sandros, how you doing? Good evening. So here, yeah, 290, 27, gust 38. GG's. And then 16 degrees, 1001. Now while I'm here, I'm going to set that. Because later I forget, 1001. Oh, sorry, that actually says that, altimeter set, lol. Okay, so then MCDU. Preparations. Now, I think I have that on the second page as well, right? Yeah, a little bit expanded. Yeah, cool. So, init page. Data init. Yeah, good database. And from there, we're going to go position init. And then we're going to take the GPS position. Do I need to activate something? Execute? No. I think we'll just leave that as is, right? So then we've got flight plan init, route, ident. We are called SATA 16 something, 1633. So 1633. Route not found, okay. Then we go with Lima, Papa, Hotel Romeo, going to Lima, Papa, Charlie Romeo. Execute. So from to flight ID set. So flight plan, data, and flight plan, route. Huh? Didn't I activate that or what? Is there a... Oh, did I put Zata? Is there a... Guys, is there... I am on secondary, okay. I forgot. Maybe there is an option for a flight plan. Ah, okay. Pilot ID. Hang on. That's why I don't have that yet. Give me a second. That explains it. Mm-hmm. 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 Haha. There it is. So, there we got it. The rig is called, it's from Monster Tech. It's called MTS. Ah, why was I on the secondary? That's weird. So let's try again. So SAT 1633. Route not found. Oh, flight ID. Hang on. Disregard. So SAT 1633. Okay. Well, anyways, we are departing. Obviously here, runway 28 with that wind. There is no SID, and the first waypoint is going to be Hotel Romeo 506. Then we're going to go direct Corvo. It's over water, so there's no big deal there. Yeah, the aviation, exactly. NPS aviation, yeah. It is, I tell you, it's not cheap, right? So, just as a warning. But I actually fulfilled a little bit of a little, you know, dream of mine to... Hang on, what's the transition? Can I go? No, I can't do any transitions yet. Okay.
Doch, you can't. You can wire. You need to press wire.
Okay, hang on. Flight plan. Next page. Where's my arrival?
Oh, on the last green waypoint. Ah, arrival, yeah.
Hang on.
Wire.
Sorry. Arrival. Ah, there, via. Ah, okay, cool. Thank you. Fantastic. Yeah, that worked. Cool. So, then we've got flight ID execute from 2 runway sit transition to airport, done all that. Then we go data. Data, we go to performance init. Then we want to cruise at 160. So 160. So enter the cruise out. Weight now. Weight is confirmed 19253. 2100. Oh, hang on. Fuel used. No, fuel used. There we go. 2050 now. That is fine. Then gross weight set. Performance. So gross weight is also then 21353. Reserve. Now reserve fuel is 900 kilograms. There we go. So trim will be 1.5 up. Now there is a feature here where you can go payload and set takeoff trim. So I can already have that 1.5 up. There we go. That's cool. Then we go performance takeoff transition altitude. Oh, alternate is we'll go Lima Papa Hotel Romeo. Again, we're going to put this then at 15,000 coming back. Cool. We go to performance takeoff transition altitude according to the chart. Here is 5,000. So those are the speeds. I think we have a calculator here as well, correct? Yeah, performance. So that's good. Guys, is there a way to print out the load sheet, or we just take this, right? Yeah, probably. So takeoff data, we have, yeah, so 109, 109, 113. Do I have to click on that? No, that's set, isn't it? Cool. So the cruise mode, that's missing as well, right? So performance, that's cruise. Average wind, is, I think it makes sense to enter something, right? So 280, what? 285 at 70, what's going on there? Well, I mean, it is the Atlantic, right? 70. And destination-wise, it's 288 at 60 then. Okay, cool. So that's fine. And that is set. Cool. So now, actually, we're getting through here quite good, quite well. So, initial climb, we're going to go, let's put this to 6,000 initially. $6,000 set. So runway heading is already matched. Then flag lateral heading select or LNAV. Oh no, so we go heading select and nav armed. And we go flight as vertical. Heading select. Oh no, indicated airspeed, isn't it? Indicated airspeed, sorry. Yeah, and then VNAV. Cool. So 137 is the first speed there. Okay, shall we? That's 137. Cool. Okay, so that's that final cockpit preparation checklist, and that is down here. So that's quite a cool thing. So we're going to do first is going to clear, and then we go. No, hang on, clear. Procedure menu, and then we're going to go ahead and read that. So, final cockpit preparation. Parking brake is engaged. Altimeter set and cross-check. Actually, this is set. Oh, you can't set this? That's interesting. Landing elevation check. So, landing elevation, it says here 0. Should be 60. That's fine. FMS com nav. Now, is there anything com-wise we can set? I haven't seen any VORs nearby. Just check if there's anything here.
How did you activate the cursor in this checklist there?
So there's click spots on the screen.
Okay.
And so you can go on the top here, procedure menu. And then to get into the checklist on the right-hand side, left-hand side, I pressed the down arrow.
Okay, thank you.
So here we've got 113.6. Now, the cool thing is you can go, so bearing, and then we go here nav, then we're going to get the nav screen. So I want to set, yeah, 13.6 actually set automatically. That's cool. Excellent. Nice. And so FMS com nav set, fuel quantity on board is 2050. Engine fuel used reset. Now, where do I reset the fuel used? Because it does reset automatically later, doesn't it? You want to set up here? Okay. Memo panel check. So that's clear. And then power managed takeoff set. So procedure completed. The next will then be for propeller rotation checklist. Okay, so we said we're going to start the engine in hotel mode. Now, again, so we have a procedure hotel mode, and we have a procedure in normal mode. Now, we're going to take hotel mode today, so we're going to start up the right engine. This windmilling a bit. So here we got the prop brake on. So we're going to start the engine, not the prop itself. So just the engine. And then once that's done, we can get the ground crew to disconnect the external power. Hotel mode, yeah.
Now comes the interesting question. How do you get the proper brake off now?
Because you need to switch on hydraulic auxiliary pump here. The blue, that's the blue hydraulic. That only is on if the engine 1 is running.
Okay.
Or you switch it on manually here next to the thrust levers there.
Okay.
So I have that in my procedure. So we'll check service door. Here, service door closed. So all doors are closed. Looking good. Then wing light on. That's to tell the people on the ground here to watch out for the propeller. Prop brake is on, illuminated. Fuel pump 2 on. And then engine start switch A and B. So ground, careful, starting right engine. And then engine start. Actually, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to go ahead and pop up the screen here. So that you guys can see that here. So, we're looking for the NP to 10%. Or actually, NH is called. Here, now it's got torque in here, okay. And then we set the condition lever, this one here, to feather. So there we go. So, to start. And Brundle is correct. Why isn't it? Has there been a change? Oh no, here it is on this screen. Haha, lol. So there we go, 70%. Yeah, I was on the wrong engine page. Lol.
I can't get prop running.
Did you do everything according to the list, Reynolds?
Yeah, I hope so, yes.
So fuel pump is on?
Yes, the left prop is running, but the right neither. I think I can try to fly one engine, but...
No. So let me go through the procedure, and then, so engine 2 is stabilized. And engine start switch off aboard. Then external power off. And now we can tell the ground crew to... So DC2 is... Gen 2 off-light is... or fault light is off. So now we tell the ground crew to disconnect the ground power and the wheel chocks. Now we don't need to push back, so we're just going to do a taxi out here. So now, before proceeding with propeller rotation on engine 2, make sure ground equipment clear and personnel is clear of propeller area. Then proceed with before propeller rotation items. So you have to scroll down a bit. Here's before propeller rotation now. So this procedure must be done before allowing propeller on engine 2 to start turning or when performing engine start in no hotel mode. So ground power, tail prop and shocks removed. All removed. Doors closed. All doors closed. Takeoff data is set and confirmed. Trim is set 1.5 up for takeoff. Now the beacon light is on. Then we do the before propeller rotation checklist. CDLS, is that... oh, I don't know. Yeah, that was some abbreviation, but I'm sure it's on. FMS and takeoff data confirmed. Trim 3-axis set. Tail prop on board. Doors are closed. Seatbelts are on. Beacon is on. And that's the before propeller rotation completed. And then we go back.
What is this tail prop on board? What
yeah,
there?
So there's eine Stütze hinten im Flugzeug. Warum das Tail prop heißt, weiß ich, aber das ist eine Stütze wie beim so Frachtflugzeug.
Okay, ja.
Also ich kann es mal anmachen,
okay.
Dann siehst du es.
Okay.
Da hinten jetzt das sieht man schlecht, aber hier siehst du es. Das Teil.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Good. So then, now we're going to start the engine 1 hotel mode. So engine 2 propeller rotation, and here's the thing. Now we need to have the auxiliary hydraulic pump on, otherwise the prop brake will not disengage. So prop brake off. And then we're going to put the condition lever to auto. So we're going to put the switch here to auto. And now you can see the propeller spinning up.
Really? You're a spinning bot, mine neither.
I have the same problem, Greenwich.
Yeah.
Are you doing it exactly according to the procedure? Because otherwise...
I think so, yeah. No. I think I will not shut down the engine and restart it without prop brake. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, well, if on my procedure, there's also then the procedure exactly how to start it without prop brake. Oh wait, now you so start engine 1 and engine 2 without hotel mode. Good. Now engine start switch A or B. I will check that the left side is clear. Engine 1 pump, fuel pump on. Then engine start 1 on. And again, we check for 10%. That's too low. We got ignition. Starting up. Yep. That's turning nice. Hey Luke, how you doing? And then once you have NP greater 10%, we're going to put this to auto. So the fuel lever to auto. Now the aircraft will spin up to full speed. There we go. Engine 1 is stabilized. Start switch to off aboard. And then continue with the taxi flows. So let's go down here to before taxi, probe heating on, anti-ice not required, anti-skid test perform. And this is cool because this tells you where the button is located they're looking for. So once you get more, proficient, you don't have to look at the picture anymore, but quite like if you're missing, with the clue where it is exactly, this definitely helps. Right, 4, nozzle steering is on this side, but that's already on by standard. Flaps 15 takeoff is a flap indication. Transponder set and on. So we're going to go to surveillance, transponder, sorry, out, on. Flight guidance check, LNAV, VNAV, looking good. Wing light can go off now. So read the before taxi checklist. Hey, Flying Pete. Yeah, all the best wishes. So before taxi, recall. Let me just recall again. Yeah, recall checked. Cockpit comm hatch is this thing here. That is closed. CL 1 and 2. So climb lever is in auto. Anti-icing is off. TRU. What was TRU again? What's TRU?
Transformer Rectifier Unit.
Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. So overhead panel. Electric panel. Well, TRU. It's not showing any.
But what does this mean?
I guess if there's a fault light or something.
It is on the left side of the battery switch.
Yeah. So you can manually switch it on. But hang on, is it on or? Oh, on and check. So it has to be on. Ah.
Okay.
Anti-skid test is performed. Flaps 15 and nozzle steering is on, and that's the before taxi checklist completed. Next, then we'll go and taxi out. Well, takeoff briefing. Well, straight out. Then we'll proceed back to a hotel. Romeo 506. Then flight plan route. Yeah.
Question: when you go to the overhead panel on the left side, there is little oxygen panel, and there is main supply. It says off for me. Is it the same for you?
No. If I switch it, you mean the right side. So if I switch it on, it's.
Oh, right side. Yes. Sorry.
But you can switch that on.
Ah, okay. Thanks.
No. Transponder set and on. And we'll do the. Now the thing is, the flight control check can only be done. I think missing a point. Oh no, hang on, disregard. That's just jump to checklist. Taxi, right? Taxi and takeoff lights on. Taxi light is on. Then parking brake release. And then we'll taxi out. Brake check. We'll take a right turn here. Differential thrust here. Then we'll have the gust lock off. Gonna stop here. One departing. So I'm going to put the brake on here. And then you can check the flight controls. Now there is a... system. You can scroll through the systems by clicking here on the system page. Is there no flight control? Oh, it's here, isn't it? Hang on, where's the flight control page? Is there one or not? Probably not. So, just make sure everything's free. I guess you could look out the window. Oh, okay. So flight controls rudder as well, checked and free. And then takeoff config test. That's number 5 down here. Perform. No warnings. We're good to go. Then taxi checklist. We have taxi takeoff lights on, brakes checked, flight guidance is checked, takeoff config test performed, and that's the taxi checklist completed. Next, then before takeoff. Just gonna wait for. Oh, you got the engines running, Brennald?
Yes, I got it.
Okay.
I stopped the right engine and restarted it without brake, and then it worked.
Excellent.
I can remember I had the same problem months ago, and I did the same procedure.
Okay. Now we can also do the next checklist here. So flight controls checked, transponder is set and on, weather radar. Well, we put that on, but it doesn't really work here, does it? I'd be surprised if it works. So that's above the line. So now read the before takeoff checklist above the line. So before takeoff, takeoff briefing is performed, gust lock is off, flight controls checked, transponder TCAS checked. Actually, let me just have a look. Survive, TCAS, auto is fantastic. Then boost function not required. Airflow will go, actually is norm, so this would be high flow for the packs, low flow. Brennald is going next, then I'll go after Brennald. And that's down to the line. So the next then will be below the line, and that is when we actually taxi onto the runway. I'm quite happy with the flow so far. Not really having any major issues, so very nice. So Corvo, the island, is actually very beautiful. It's a very small island, but it's a volcano, not active anymore, but it has a typical volcano look, and it's very green and looks very nice. So once we've hopefully successfully landed, we will go ahead and look at the island in nice weather. No, I've not been flying Pete, no. Definitely on the list. Oh yeah, and yesterday I had the issue first of all when it departed and I switched on the autopilot. So yaw damper on, the autopilot on, it was already oscillating along the route. And so I then switched off the autopilot and yaw damper, switched both on again, and then it flew straight. So one of those little bugs. What is that transition altitude? Right, it's the altitude on departure where you switch from local QNH to standard 1013 hectopascal. That's transition altitude. Transition level is when you come down from a transition level towards an airport, and on the ATIS it will tell you what transition level it is. So at that level, so let's say it's 70, at that level you switch to the local QNH. Okay, yeah, they do get earthquakes. Cool. I mean, not cool, but yeah, definitely still a active. Here it says variable 1 knot at the moment. Can't be right. Right, Reynolds is going. So I'm gonna switch on the strobe lights. I'm gonna go and go active for runway. Gonna scream down the runway. Come on, you can do it. Flying Pete, have a good night. Fly Money, what airport chart do you use? Anyways, cabin crew, please seated for takeoff. Engine bleed is going to remain on. And landing strobe lights on. And yeah, rudders, everything centered. So below the line, cabin crew informed, .eyes, engine bleeds are on, exits, external lights on, and lateral flight director bar is centered. In a minute, rudder is also centered. Cool, and that is the before takeoff checklist below the line completed. So we do the takeoff and climb. So positive rate, gear up, your autopilot engaged, your debit engaged, taxi lights off, at acceleration, power manage climb. Cool, looking good. Are you ready, guys? Because I am. So there we go, takeoff. Now we've got to be careful to put these into the right notch. So there where the white area is, kind of click into that notch. There we go. Power set. Ooh, it's a bit... blimey, where's the wind coming from? Pause rate. Gear up. Going to pitch to about 137 knots. A bit of aileron trim here. So LNAV is active already. VNAV indicated airspeed is set, so let's put this to auto. So we're going to get to acceleration in a second. So I'm going to start accelerating. Yaw damper autopilot on. Flaps up. Very nice. So taxi takeoff lights off, and then power manage going climb power. It's a bit dark in the flight deck. Hang on, how do I... Console light? Oh, where's my light switch? Let's have a look. Is it this one here? Oh. Where's my light switch? Oh, it's this one here. Ah, there we go. Yeah, no, that's a bit better. Well, it's doing it nicely today. absolutely no complaints. So I'm gonna wait for the transition altitude, although we can do the after takeoff now. So landing gear is up, flaps 0, power management is climb, checked, engine bleed is on, taxi takeoff light is off, and that's after takeoff down to the line. Light speed. Thanks for the offer. At the moment, though, I am quite happy as it is. Thank you so much for the offer. Yep, coming up 6,000, so let's continue climb now. Flight level 160. So now we've got transition. We're going to push that to standard. And then 160. 160. So below the line, altimeters, standard, set, cross-checked, and that is the after takeoff checklist complete. So next then will be the cruise. Cool. Are we on live weather? Like, yeah, we are. But that's the last info, right? So 28, gas 38 right now. Whew. Spicy. I'm not gonna lie. So let me accelerate as well now to 80. I've got another info there, right? Actually, that's under procedure checklist ATR 72 flows 2 right at the end. There, I've got aircraft limitations. So max crosswind is 35 knots, max operating speed 250 knots, Mach 0.55. Max speed for 30 degree flap is 150 knots. For 15 degrees flaps is 185 knots. And there you also have a standard approach pattern. Very nice. So we'll check that in a minute. Yeah, then, well, I mean, it's headwind, isn't it? So we'll see. But I'm going to do the following. I'm going to go switch on real turb. See how that works. Now, remember there was a page here, performance page. So you would go through that before takeoff as well. But that will later on give us the approach speed as well. That's cool. Cool. So once we are at cruising level, we'll set the power management to cruise. Very important. Monitor engine instruments, fuel on board, etc. And then we'll have already the descent preparations later on. Very good. Minus 62, I think. Right. Good, 10,000 feet. So let's go and try to put this into VNAV. And yeah, so it was put the aircraft into VNAV speed. Interesting. So performance. So that's 160. All right. I'm just wondering if is that the cruise speed 170? Is it that low? No, 240 we should be. Brennelt, how large is your monitor?
Say again, please.
How large is your monitor?
It's a 4K, I think, 30 inch or so.
Nice, yeah. That's a good size, yeah. Because I mean, 62 again. It's so if anybody comes into the room, they're like, "Oh my god, you know what's that?" But for me, I've gotten used to it, and I'm not going to roll back to a smaller monitor anymore. But yeah, I think. I mean, I flight simmed on a 27-inch, I think it was, for so long. Ah, so 170 is the climb speed. Thank you. Interesting. Okay. Well, I guess if you go faster, it hardly climbs, right? So you want to get quickly into your cruising level, and then let the aircraft accelerate. Hey, Mimonis. One thing I'm wondering, because I haven't found any cruise power tables and so on. But I guess around about 68 to 65% would be good. Oh, there's an emergency checklist, lol. But then again, you don't have failures yet, do you? So. Interesting. And Mitchell says cruise speed is going to be around 200. Okay. So I let the aircraft, so I'm going to put the power management to cruise and let the aircraft accelerate until about 200 knots. And then I'll pull back the power just to maintain the 200 knots. I mean, that is something different to what we have usually. 200 knots is like, doesn't Cessna 414 do like 200 knots or something? It just feels all quite kind of very slow. And Brennelt, how are you coping with the plane so far?
Yeah, I'm struggling a little bit to find the right buttons or so, but actually it's flying. Let's see if I can get it into the descent and land it.
Okay, I'm optimistic it'll work.
Yeah, I hope so.
So, VNAV, out select, target. Ah, there we go. So that's page 1. What's on the other page? Ah, okay, so I can put some stuff in there for destination. So destination 45 feet, yeah, that's about right. The temperature there currently is 16 degrees.
Monitor radar display.
What? Jesus Christ.
Go around. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead.
Do you like a little challenge? Fly your new friend, ATR, into $4 runway 16, if possible.
What's $4? Let me check. Brendel, thank you so much again for the €20 donation. Very, very kind. Very generous. Yeah, so $4 runway.
It's not for Canadian dollars, it's a ICAO code.
Yeah.
And if you have a little bit of time, you can have a look into the chart.
Yeah, hang on. So
it's interesting.
So I'm just gonna call it up here. I love challenges, so absolutely. In Canada. So which approach would you prefer then? Oh my god.
The ANAF approach down there for runway 16 or so, or 18. The other ones.
Ah, okay. Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh, hang on. Haven't we been there?
No.
No. Okay. But at least
we have been close to, but not there.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, yes, challenge accepted, yeah.
Have a look into the descent angle.
8.1.
Yes. I think if ever, then it is only possible with the ATR.
So maybe ATR 42, maybe.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll start.
I saw a Saab landing there. Looked very interesting.
Landing like an elevator.
Yes.
Ah, so here's the cruise speed now. So it's Econ cruise speed 209. Cool. Now you can't change any data here on destination. Okay, transition. Let me just check transition.
Chart's still there, black box?
Yeah. Yeah, and we're just going to check the approach. So there's the approach, transition about 6,000. Okay. So let's try that. No, you can't enter that data. Okay.
No, I tried the same. It is not modeled.
Cool. So we're going to put the power now to cruise. Yep, so we are in notch. So the max power is only for go around. Right. Oh, and temperature conversation off. So that doesn't work. Okay, but anyways, performance later. Then that's the approach. Oh, there. Hang on. There we can put in the data. Okay, so cool. And that was.
Does it show the top of descent anywhere?
I'm not sure. I'll have a look in a minute because I thought there was a VNAV page, but I didn't see it. So current.
There is a VNAV page. Sorry.
Yeah. Hang on. Art select. That's all. For now, and then VNAV for yeah. I mean, there is data for the destination, but I can't really see anything apart from that. QNH is what? No, 998. Okay, so QNH 998. Put that in there, and the wind on the ground is 280 at 30. So we don't enter the gust values, just the steady wind. Oh, actually, we can enter the disregard. So 280, 30, and oops, 30, and the gust is 38. That does work. Okay, cool. And it changed the approach speed. Fantastic.
Where do I find this page?
So I found it on the VNAV page. Sorry, no. So I pressed performance.
Performance? Okay.
Yeah. So
if
you press performance several times, you get to the approach page.
Okay.
Oh, I have a top of descent showing. Yeah, I do. On the flight plan. So it does show if you have a correct routing set. If you don't have an approach, a star, and so on, then it doesn't show it. So VNAV functions, yeah?
I think this app speed activate in the performance page is the same like in the Airbus. Activate the approach mode or so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what do you mean?
No, so you enter a star and an approach. And I know it says approach speed activate. So once you are in the landing configuration, I guess you press that. And then the speed bug will show the correct approach speed.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I have the approach RNAV. There's just one approach, so it's the RNAV 28. Okay, so if I go to flight plan and then arrival, yeah, there's approach. There's no start, it's approach and then the via Corvo. And flight plan page, everything's closed, so yeah, including the missed approach. Even shows it the final descent, it seems like. So from 475, let's check the chart here. So 474, 475, yeah, 475 is final descent, 3 degree down. I'll try again. Maybe I did something wrong the other day. I'll try again. Maybe today with flight in that VNAV function. Ah, okay. So on the Xbox, then I don't have an Xbox. So yeah, there I can't say. Add a little bit more power because just losing a little bit of speed here. So 67, 68 maybe. Is there a prop sync feature or something in here? I mean, or would you have to do that manually? Cool, that looks all good. Temperature in the cabin, compartment 22 degrees. Perfect. All good. Now there's a Flores, Fox Romeo Sierra 13.3, so let me go ahead, although it's probably going to do that automatically, right? Let's do that manually. So in order to enter something, click on that window and then go 3. Enter. There we go. Yeah, and we are receiving it. So from there we're 77 miles away. So again, I would definitely say, visually wise, perfectly fine. There's nothing you need to change there. Sounds are okay as well. Yeah, FMS wise, it's alright as well, apart from the missing final approach function maybe, but I guess most people fly ILS anyways. Although today you would have a problem. There's no ILS approach. Yeah, and then yeah, it's just hand flying. That's just a little bit off, but the rest, you know, for 20 euros, you can't really complain too much. But yeah, hopefully, still they're going to be improving some stuff. So who knows? Ah, there's that boost button for takeoff. Looking very nice. Are there any viewpoints in the cabin? That's a shame.
Okay, I think I already missed the top of descent.
Okay. Now what is working is this. Ah, that's cool.
For me, there is an indication after Corvo.
No, the top of descent should be before a
Yeah.
good way before Corvo.
Yeah. So I have it. So I have the routing completely inserted, and it shows it for me in about 20 miles from now. And total distance to run is 68. So I guess about 48 miles prior to the airport. 45 miles start the descent. Which seems a bit early because I mean we have a lot of headwind as well. So the ground speed is 200 knots at the moment. So that only means 1,000 feet per minute to stay on the 3-degree profile. But I am going to go dial in, let's say, 7,000 feet. And then we'll try to use VNAV for that, see how that works.
It works for me.
Okay. The only thing I'm worried about right now is it's pushed up the speed to 236. So probably will pitch down a bit initially. Good, so let's have a look at our procedure. So cruise, that is all done. And then descent preparations. So the 8 is checked. Com set, landing elevation is checked. Position height, MDA is... actually, we need to put this there. So the approach minimums is 1,000 feet. Oh, this only has LNAV, so we can't use VNAV function here. So minimum is 1,000. So we've got to fly this at flight path angle actually. Well, we can only do vertical speed, correct? There is no flight path angle function here. No problem. Approach page set, localizer we don't have, ILS we don't have, landing performance data configure, performance landing, so we'll take a wet runway, reverse, and lol. Nah. That can't be right. Required runway length? Nah. I guess that's because of our speed, right? Is it taking out extra airspeed right now? I think so. So arrival briefing, we'll descend, fly the RMP 29er, or RNF 29er. No, it's RMP actually. RMP 29er. Uncontrolled airport. We have transition 5,000 feet. Yeah, high terrain, 2,400 feet, highest obstacle. And then descent Corvo 4,300, then Charlie Romeo 474 at 1950 or 2,000. And then we'll descend out of 2,000 there, around about 2.9 miles ahead of Charlie Romeo 476. 3-degree profile to the minimum of 1,000. Airport is at 60 feet, so the rest in about 3 miles. So again, normal 3-degree profile down to the runway should be fine. In case we don't see the runway at Charlie Romeo 476, we'll go missed approach, left intercept 220, so max 130 knots, and then via Charlie Romeo 477, 478 back to Corvo for another approach. We have available for landing 761 meters. Easy. Easy. So that's the arrival briefing complete. And then next is the during descent. Assigned altitude set, TCAS set below. Okay. TCAS, survive, surveillance, TCAS, I can only put that to auto. Where would I put that to below? That's a question. Don't see that. Okay. And then passing transition altitude or level, so 60, we'll do that. Perfect. And also passing 10,000, landing lights on, seatbelts on, cabin pressure check, anti-icing as required. And then we go towards the approach. Cool.
Do I need to switch the power management button for the approach?
Yeah. Yeah, that comes later. That comes during landing checklist. Power management check takeoff. So when you put the gear down, you set that to takeoff.
Okay. That makes sense.
Can you extend the center line using? That's a good question. I don't even know, is there a fix function here? Mark? No. Flight plan. Let's go data. Init. I don't see anything in here, no. No, unfortunately not, no. Here comes top of descent.
How can I get this bird slower? No speed brakes, props on idle, and I'm on 200 knots.
Put the flaps out. Oh no, sorry, no, 180 knots, no disregard. 185 actually.
Mm. And even gear extension is below 190 or so.
Yeah, the nosedive initially because the descent speed is a lot higher for some reason.
Okay.
So I just probably eased back the power too much. Because it doesn't have auto thrust, right? No, it's the thing is, so it doesn't have auto thrust, so I should have been careful with the power reduction. Because yeah, now it can't maintain the path because it's descending too fast. But now it's coming back in. Okay, hang on, disregard. So I've got to find the right power setting for the descend. And that's something
if you're pulling the thrust lever back too much, you're going into the beta mode and then you have a big problem.
Yeah, so you have to adjust the power to manually maintain that path. But still, it should work out quite nicely. So it's more. Here comes alt start already. What? What's 7? Huh? Oh, was that because it was descending so fast? So now it's saying flight level 4-3. Why is that? Oh, that's Corvo limit. Ah, okay. So I'm going to put 4-3. Oh, actually, let me put the final. It's 9 or 2,000 feet. So we're in path, or VNAV path. So it should. I'm going to slow down a bit here already. So we're going to put this to selected speed, so it should maintain 4,300 until we pass Corvo. Makes sense. So let me put on the landing lights. Seatbelts back on. So descent checklist, recall checked, landing elevation is checked, FMS performance set and checked, MDA 1000 is set, arrival briefing completed. And that's the descent checklist complete. Now we have to read the approach checklist. cabin pressure. Let's check that here. System. Yeah, it's descending. So what we're going to do now is check when we change over to local QNH, and then we can read the approach checklist. Now I'm just wondering, it's about 12 miles to Corvo. How many miles do we have to destination? 30. Yeah, 30 miles with that wind, that's fine. I mean, it's a minimum altitude, so you can cross it higher if you wish. You just need to make sure that you are descending in time. So, getting into position here, adjusting the seat. What's a C25C for an aircraft? Cessna something?
This is citation.
Ah, citation. Ah, thanks. Now I'm going to already slow down, just so I have the chance to get the flaps out if needed. So again, in that VNAV path mode, it keeps the vertical path that has calculated, and I just adjust the speed with the thrust of the, or the torque of the propellers. And yeah, 25 miles, 7.5. Still looking good. And again, you know, we have so much headwind, so that's why I'm not concerned. I am, and now if I switch over to local QNH, we will probably be indicating low on profile. So let me do that. Let me set the barometer to, I think it was 996, 998, okay. So 998, 998, it's set. I'm going to check the latest weather if I have it. That didn't change the path, really, okay, interesting. Latest weather, 30, gust 41, 998, good lord. Approach checklist. Seatbelts on. Landing lights on. Oops. Altimeter set and checked. And cabin altitude, yep, descending, checked. And that's the approach checklist completed.
Oh. Actually, is not an apron for me.
Okay.
Do you have a add-on?
Yeah, so I downloaded a free add-on from flightsim.to.
Okay.
Apparently it's very nice, very beautiful. So approach mode arm if needed. No, we're just gonna have LNAV and so it's leveling off here. Just hope I have still enough track miles. Progress. 20 miles. Bit of headwind still. I'm just going to keep calm and let it run on the VNAV profile. Just to see, out of curiosity. There we go. So now it's got the next leg. Yeah, so let's keep descending here. So the interesting part will come at 475. So it's this one there, out of 2,000 feet. Speed is a bit low. Going to stay around about 170. $4,300 later, the missed approach altitude. Right, this is going to be spicy. Let's do this. And again, it's running completely on VNAV path, not doing anything. Let's sink the heading back here nonetheless. Just adding or taking away a bit of torque from the propellers. What would our normal approach look like? So deceleration height. Doesn't really specify where exactly. 180, flaps 15, 170, gear down, and then flaps 30 on 50 knots. Okay. So in case of go around, press go around button, apply go around power, flaps 1 notch and rotate, accelerate to maintain VGA, pause climb, gear up. Okay, that sounds simple enough. Here's 5,000 feet. Yeah, it's... I don't know what Microsoft... well, it should have the right data, right? I mean... right now, I have to say, hats off. I mean, it's calculating a nice descent, reaching 2,000 exactly at 475, which means we can continue descending down to 1,000. A 3-degree profile, then to the runway. Looks all right. So whatever bugs people were running into, maybe they've taken out some of these bugs. Because I can't really complain at the moment. So it's descending down to 2,000. I also like sometimes the challenge where you don't have an auto thrust, so yeah, a little bit more connected. Peter, no, because I said I only installed it 3 days ago, so I don't see a need to reinstall everything. So I'm happy right now as it is, so I'm not running into any bigger issues. I'm going to put 1,000 as a minimum in here. Although you should really no, you shouldn't do that, because the thing is that you're not supposed to fly this in VNAV. So I'm going to leave 2,000 in there. I'm going to fly that with vertical speed down to minimums. Yeah, Peter. Today everything was fine. Is that the one that just came out, or is that like in beta? Is that the one? Because I was not really a big fan of the textures in the cockpit right now, but again, I haven't had a closer look yet. So here comes flaps 15. Temperature is... Where's my temperature? There, 13 degrees, so no need for icing or anti-icing. Good, alt star. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to leave that in vertical speed. Put this vertical speed down. So ground speed is 130, so we need about 700 feet per minute. Although we have an indication for our deviation, it's just that we're not allowed to. There's the runway. Not allowed to use the VNAV function. Right, here comes gear down. Performance. Approach speed is active. So if I go here, that's the approach speed, right? And flaps. What? Was that too fast? Oh, 150. Yeah, that's right. No, 170. Okay, cool. Anyways, let's do the before landing checklist. So, cabin crew advice, landing gear down 3 greens, flaps 30. Power management is going to... Hello? Lol. Can't put this to 30. Back to take... Oh, I can. Just from click spot. Takeoff. TLU, low speed. Check, whatever that means. Don't know what that means actually, technically. Then icing AOE light as required, so that's off. No icing, and exterior lights are on. Cool. That's the landing checklist complete. We are reaching minimums and many flight. So let's put flight directors off.
Approaching minimum.
Yeah, runways in sight. Right, wish me luck. Yeah, so it is a bit bumpy. Just some turbulence coming in.
Minimum.
Continue. Now there's probably no party lights on this airport, so I'm gonna have to eyeball it all the way in. And 4,300 is the missed approach altitude is set. MDFI. Exactly. Put you some confidence in. Some trust in me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, bloody hell. That made me jump. Jesus Christ, I jumped. I literally jumped. Have a save on. Now, the thing is... Okay, let's try that. Let's see. Because normally I get a little lag on touchdown. Right, I'm getting a little bit low, I have a feeling. Just looks from the angle there of the runway, but and a bit fast as well. So the wind is 32 knots, a little bit from the right, 310. And here comes the turbulence. Oh boy. Right, we're going to have a lot of aileron, right aileron after touchdown. Just make sure we keep the wings level. Wow, that boat on the left-hand side. Jesus. It looks so pretty. And like I said, it's just very pitch sensitive. That's all really.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20. 10.
Come on. I'm not using any brakes, just beta. Look how fast the aircraft stops. Yeah, so that's unrealistic. The reverse, that's way too strong. So it was kind of, yeah, is way too much. But quite happy with that approach. And the weather is a lot better than I expected. I did not expect such a clear sky here. So then we're gonna go checklist, ATR flows 2. So we didn't do a go around. Clear of runway, flaps up 0. Oh, sorry.
Look, Black Box, they even put out the fire truck for your landing.
Yeah, better you. They thought we better do so. Right. Oh, hang on. Where's the ramp? Is that the ramp here?
Yeah.
Oh, it is, because I saw you parking there. Okay. Ah, no, that makes sense. So there's just a little ramp here for turnaround. Sorry, let me get my backside off the runway here. Sorry.
The next one landing. Nice.
So really, all you do...
Long landing.
Yeah, all you do is you go here, park, let the people out, let the engines run probably. And then... just going to have a look at the other landings. I think I forced one go around. So one in the jet. So Nick landed safely. GG's. Can you guess how many people live on the island? 20,000? No, probably too much.
2,000 maybe.
Yeah, probably more like 2,000. Yeah, I think Brennan was better with a guess 2,000. Right, gust lock engaged. TCAS auto off. Stand
And are there any hotels, Bono? Is that touristic?
around 400, lol. 400. Well, I guess tourism-wise, I would have to look. But I will have a look at the island in a minute. Transponders.
You should have a look into the crater. As far I know, there is a very famous lake in the crater, which has in real 2 different colors.
Yeah.
But I don't know exactly if it is this, but Bruno knows it.
So let me go through the items here. Landing strobe lights off. Probe windshield heating off. And then anti-icing off. Trim reset to +1. Okay. That one up is set. Was set now. It is set again. And after landing checklist. So radar standby off. Flight controls locked. Flaps 0. Trims 3 axis reset. Yep.
Inger's landing, Black Box. Yep, Alex.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for some reason that's not showing up for me properly.
Oh, it's very low.
Yeah. Well, and King Air, I guess I can do that.
Oh, you have a problem with the textures.
Yeah, so there's a lot of wind from the right. That's why people are struggling with controlling.
And Gillen is in the approach with his citation.
Okay. So first feather, number 1. Feather. Wing light on to tell the people we're going to have prop 2 still running. Taxi light off. Power lift is ground idle. Is ground idle. Here it comes. Look at that yacht. Yeah, we'll have a look at it in a minute, guys. Just have one more landing here to watch. I think that's Gilenda. I think I forced you to go around, correct? Ooh. I mean, a jet is definitely very challenging. Ooh, ooh. Oh, no, you're not. Oh, Gilend.
Maybe too much wind also.
Yeah, GG. Going around again. Good decision. I was just worried that he's going to touch down and not have enough runway remaining. So, park brake set, power lifts ground level, condition level 2 feather. Prop brake then on. I wonder how long you have to wait. I'm sure you have to wait until it spins down. Yeah, and then prop brake on. Stop it from spinning. Yeah, that worked. Cool. Very nice. If ground correct is used for disembarkation, GPU connect, we can do that. So aircraft, GPU connect. And condition level 2, then shut off. Makes sense. So deboarding, propeller check stopped, beacon light, wing light off. Seatbelt signs off. Transponder standby, chocks set. And then we can have the guests disembark. We'll read the parking checklist. Parking brake engaged, takeoff taxi lights off. CO2 is feather, beacon was off, transponder standby, tail prop. Oh, tail prop position as well, okay. And position there. Seatbelts off. If new leg and so on. Alright, cool. That worked really nicely. So Senshai, thank you so much for implementing this already this afternoon on such short notice. Very, very nice. Thank you so much. And then, well, I have to say, I'm quite chuffed that the flight went so smoothly. But again, the overlaid procedures, that really helps me. So definitely something I will use for myself. Right, here's the beautiful, beautiful island. Now, looks a bit like...
The neighbor island, Flores, does have a very interesting airport as well.
Mm-hmm. I'm just tired to fly there today, so we'll have to do that for the next time. But Brendan, we still have to go. We still have to fly our Iceland tour, correct?
Iceland?
Yeah, we haven't finished.
I think we are ready with the Iceland tour.
Have we finished it?
Yes.
Hang on.
We are on the Colombian tour.
Okay, did we really finish that completely?
Yeah. We landed in Keflavik. No, in... what's the name? Reykjavik. That was the last leg.
Yeah.
But we still have some legs in the Alps tour through Austria and Slovenia open.
So I'm planning to stream on Sunday.
Okay.
So depending on how much time you have, we could do whatever. Just let me know.
Hey, we can do.
Here comes Chilend. Let me just quickly zoom in here. Watch us landing this time.
And I can reveal when we are ready with the Colombian tour, then they follow up a Ecuador tour.
Oh, nice. Oh,
which ends on the Galapagos Islands.
Oh, that's beautiful. Is the Colombia tour already finished? No. Far from finished.
No, half maybe.
No. So, come on. This time. Yes. Oh, good bounce.
He has a lot of wind.
And 4 brakes. Yeah, he'll do it. Did you land? Well done. Yeah, and good
There's
decision.
someone. Nick. Okay.
I think he's already landed, Nick. So
Yeah, he was landed and he's flying back, I think.
so GG, well done, and yeah, good decision on the. Oh no, hang on. Yeah, he's flying back because I saw his landing early on. Cool, guys. Thank you so much. Really nice challenge. Thanks, Bruno. And yeah, overall. So apart from the hand flying part where it feels a little bit too twitchy, I didn't run into any bugs, so I can't really confirm what others have been reporting. So for me, that flight was very enjoyable. So you know, I'm not going to talk. Well, I'll admit that I was wrong in my initial call. So contrary to yesterday's experience, today everything was fine.
Welcome aboard the Captain
MDF.
Twitch channel subscriber experience.
Thank you so much.
Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium
Maybe you are
flight
interested
entertainment
to
will be
do
served.
my challenge
Thank
on the
you.
Sunday?
Yeah.
On the next stream?
Yeah.
2 years incoming.
You were going to fly along?
I can try, yes. You could choose the departure airport.
Okay, I'll have a look which ones are around. And ATR it is. So MDF, thank you so much again for the almost 2 years now. Thank you. Big round of applause for that. Guys, thank you so much, everyone. And yeah, I'll see you on Sunday. So I'm planning to stream Sunday, I think it was 1700 UTC. Let me just have a look here. Yeah, 1700 UTC on Sunday, a little bit earlier. Cool, guys. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. And I will see you again very soon in the next one. Thank you, Bruno, for the suggestion here to fly here. Take care, everyone.